Hello, my name is Brooke, and my channel is Daughter of the King. And I just felt like I needed to get on here, say hi to a lot of people that I was not expecting. And I know I posted one not too long ago about the Great Moose. But I haven't really given life updates or anything like that. And most of the videos that are circulating right now and really getting a lot of attention and guys, I'm not doing it. It is, it's crazy. I didn't want to post the videos in the first place. I didn't care to put myself out there, but I felt really led to by God, and so I did. And then I was like, okay, besides me sending it to my family and friends, no one's gonna see it. I had no subscribers, and now I have 117. That's crazy. Thank you. I don't know how to feel about that. It's really strange, but I am humbled and I appreciate the support and encouragement from people. I also take into consideration and weigh the criticism or the critiques or words of advice given from people. And I'm not saying that I know everything or that I'm better than everybody else or blah blah, any of that. I'm not. But I'm not trying to be popular and famous either. And I'm not trying to have perfectly edited videos because I don't have time for that. That's just not what I'm doing. So if you want to watch a video that is seamlessly edited and has great audio and great quality and no emotion, then that's, first of all, not even the reason why I posted videos in the first place. And that would not be here. So I'm sorry for those who found that irritating. I thought that was interesting at the same time, but and I'm a really raw person. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I feel emotions strongly, and I can also, I can cover those things up, but I'm specifically talking about one video. There was a bunch of comments, mainly from the same person, saying that I shouldn't have shown emotion, I shouldn't have been upset. But that doesn't make any sense to me because that's how you speak to people in the first place. And that's how God was speaking to my heart, and the urgency of it, and the the pain and the sorrow, and that there is a chance for people to avoid that, and that they should want and be eager to know Jesus. So I don't regret being emotional at all. And you know, yeah, that I'll just leave it at that. So sorry if that was uncomfortable for some people. Yeah, it's not fun to cry in front of people, but if you're crying for the right reason, you shouldn't be ashamed. Anyway, so some updates. March 19th, I think. Yeah, March 19th of 2020, my husband and I were let go from our job on the same day. I'm an occupational therapy assistant and he's a physical therapy assistant. And because of the COVID shutdowns, we lost our positions on the same day. And it was kind of a shock. I worked in a school district and the schools were shut down, so the contract was broken and I had no job. But I mean, our employer is amazing, and she did everything she could to work with us, and she hired us back on full time as soon as she was able to open again. And what is really odd about that, I don't think that I had shared a video, but if that was in March, I think in February, I had a dream about her needing, or I had a dream about exactly what happened. She had called me on the phone. She was upset. She said, "I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm having to say this, but I have to let you go. And I have to let everybody go." And she was just like trying to explain it. But then also in my dream, I watched her tell 3 people in person. And in real life, those were the 3 people that were in the clinic, and they were told face to face, and everybody else was called on the phone. And I had told her I couldn't keep it. It's like sometimes like things just like come out of my mouth. And I was like, she's gonna think I am a Looney Tune. And I just said, I had this dream. I know that it sounds really crazy. I feel like I have to tell you. And she's like, oh, you must be really stressed. You have nothing to worry about. Nothing like that would happen. And you're a full-time employee, so we would make sure that, your job is secure, all of these things. Just trying to reassure me. And I said, yeah, okay. And then, like, exactly how everything went down is what I dreamed and what I had already told her. And so then when she called me and let me go over the phone, I said, do you remember that dream I told you? And she was like, I know. She's like, I don't know how you knew that, but for whatever reason, God showed you that. And that's just all to say, like, there's lots of situations that have come about where I have dreams and God is using them to speak to me or speak to people in my life. And most often to catch their attention and redirect them and myself back to Him. Because it is, it's only God. It is only by His goodness and glory that He could map out everything in advance. And then, I had such a peace when we lost our jobs and all of that, because God already showed me in advance that it was going to happen. And then through that, my husband and I had been praying about opening our home to foster care, but our holdup was that we didn't have time to complete the courses. Well, we had a bunch of time on our hands. So God pushed us through the trainings and we opened our home. And right before we were going to be officially open as a foster home, God was working on our hearts separately to be pre-adoptive only instead of just open. And Sterling, my husband, and I came together and we talked, and we both were relieved that we both had the same thing weighing on our heart. And fast forward a bunch of information later, we adopted 2 children April 13th, 2021, sorry. And we are the parents of a beautiful 4-year-old and 7-year-old. And it is crazy because this time last year, we were just a single married couple. Like, okay, single as in no children. That was weird. But God is amazing and He works in mysterious ways. And then we got our jobs back and kids moved in. Met the kids September 5th, had 2 sleepovers. It was a very strange process. Moved in September 25th, and adoption was April 13th. Yes, April 13th. And we just got back from our first family vacation, and it was their first for lots of things, and it was just so precious. And life has been so different, but it's beautiful and it's wonderful, and my husband and I are so blessed. So that's just a little life update. There's a bunch of new people who are paying attention, and random people just seeing my videos going around from over a year ago. But during that time, that's what was going on. And this is the story that God has written for us. So there's just a little update. I appreciate you guys. I would appreciate your prayers. There's a bunch of spiritual attack through all of those processes because, going against the grain, following Jesus, following God and not the world doesn't make sense to most people. And people like to say things, and it's okay. It's okay because it doesn't matter. But yes, I love you guys, and I'll try to be more active. I don't really communicate a lot on my phone. I'm not even good at communicating, and following up with text messages. I'm not. But I love talking to people in person. So, anyway, that's just a little bit of a life update, and just kind of to clear the air on some things, and hopefully I'll be able to share some more soon. But again, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your prayers. I appreciate your concern. I appreciate those of you who are sharing scripture and communicating with each other on the comments. And I just know that God is using it, and that gives me comfort, even in the hard times as well, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, God bless you, and I will be talking to you later.